Okay, starting the recording. Welcome to a very special episode of Big Woo Top 20 Countdown. This week, this is our 300th episode, y'all. Yay! And I've been trying to get this guest on
All right.
for so long. We have Juan Amador. And this week, we're counting down my top 20 favorite musical guests. So let's get this countdown started with my boys. I think he was on the seventh season. His name was Moses Ade. Let's get into it. His song is called Good God. Let's get into it. Good God by Moses Ade on Big O's Top 20 Countdown. 300 episode, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was another one of my favorite musical guests. He's a friend of mine. He was on, I think, the second season. Farillo, and that was his song called "On My Mind" featuring Jody. And we're talking to our guest Juan Amador. I have been trying to get this man on this show forever, and now it's finally coming to fruition. How are you doing, Juan?
Doing good. Doing good. Thank you. It's awesome. A good Saturday morning. I like it. Yeah. Thank you for
Yeah,
having me, man. hmm
yeah, my pleasure, my pleasure. Tell my listeners about yourself, man.
Well, I'm a poet, a spoken word artist, actor from South Central Los Angeles, and
Okay.
just recently, I uh, I guess my book is about to get published with Right to Roses Publishing, headed by Brenda Vaca, and it's going to be released in later 2024. So,
Wow,
mhm.
I'm excited about that. Is that your first book?
My first book, yes, first poetry book. So I never thought I was going to release a poetry book in my whole life, but it just came to be during the pandemic. It just I needed an outlet, artistic outlet, and poetry was the theme was available for me. So I doubled in, and boom, a book.
How long have you been writing poetry?
Let's see, I started taking real seriously, real person, I'll say, and in 2021, I believe, or 2020. I
Mm,
think it was 2020. Yeah, summer 2020. I took a little 6 week course with another awesome poet. His name is Alex Afalo,
mm.
and yeah, it was an online Zoom class, and that really helped me open up on myself. And then from there on, started writing poetry. More, it became more personal for me.
Wow,
Personal
wow.
journey. Mm.
What took you so long to come out with your first poetry book?
What was that?
I said, what took you so long to come out with your first poetry book?
Oh, it was I, it was like I didn't even plan to release a book. It was nothing. It was not on my radar. It's just my
Okay.
this poet who saw me. His name is Kwamel. He told me like, hey, he he saw me on open mic. He's like, hey, we want you to look in this program. It's called the Community Literature Initiative Program, and
Okay.
and for publishing, they help you they help you put together a manuscript, and
Uh-huh.
from there, they help you come up with a book. It's like a 9 month course. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's like giving the birth of the baby, because at the end of the 9th month, you get the book.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, so it's really awesome program. And it was through a Sims library of poetry. That's where the quarter is at. And
Oh, okay.
so yeah, it was an author journey, and I got the book. I graduated. I got the book in June,
Okay.
and just recently, like 3 months ago, I signed with the publisher, and this later this year, it's coming out.
That is so
hmm
awesome. That is so freaking awesome. You guys, we're
hmm
gonna talk more to our guest Juan, but let's get back in this countdown. This next artist, he's been on the show multiple times, and he's really one of my favorite artists. And he's a Christian hip hop artist. His name is Rare Breed, and this is his latest single called "For Better Days." Let's get into it. "For Better Days" by Rare Breed on Big Woo Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 17 song. My ex, my video ex-wife. She's not for real. She's not my wife for real, but she's not my ex-wife for real. But that was Arista Pemberton with her song called "Be Nice." I was actually featured in the video as a preacher, and she's a number 17 artist. She was on the show. She's also been on the show multiple times. And if you're just now tuning in, we're talking to our guest Juan Amador, and we're also counting down my top 20 favorite guests, and none of our what? 300th episode. I can't believe I'm still here. But we're talking to our guest, Juan. Juan, what else? What other? You said you got poetry. What's the name of your book?
Pippin My Trauma. That's the name of the book.
Oh, okay. Wow,
Yeah.
give me the reason behind that.
Oh yeah, because I've just done like a lot of my favorite artists. You know, they'll go out there on stage, and I mean, the work revolves around their trauma. I was like, well, they're pimping their trauma. You know, they're out there just bringing in financial stability because of their trauma. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's come on with that. I gotta come on with that. Pimping my trauma. That's one of
Pimping My Trauma.
yeah.
I like that. I like that title, Pimping My Trauma. And so, when's the release? Do you have the release date for the book yet, or is it
Not,
still pending?
it's still pending, but I gotta get together with my publisher and again next week. Hopefully next week. Yes, on Friday, and then we gotta talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And yep.
That's so cool. Do you have a favorite poem out of how many poems are in the book? First of all,
I think that's a good question. Right now, as of now, I think about there's 26, last I counted. But I just keep adding more stuff, more in it to update my manuscript, and I have to June to turn it in to like the final form. So I think overall in the books it might be I'll say like 30. I'll say 30 poems.
Oh wow, that's a good sized collection. That's a really good size collection.
It's over 100 pages for sure.
Oh wow,
about 3-4 pages long. I was like, this is like wow, so much to write about.
Yeah, what's your favorite style of poetry to write?
Just very dark, deal with traumatic experiences. That's the thing I usually write about. I'll add some humor into it, like some like self-depreciating humor to it. That also helps me to keep it balanced. I'll say. So yeah, mostly raw stuff that I've experienced.
Oh, okay. I was just about to ask you
that. Well, things I'm dealing with too, so that helps a lot.
Wow, that is so cool. You guys want to talk more to our guest, Juan Amador, but let's get back in this countdown. The number 16 artist is one of my favorite people. He is so awesome. He is really, I think he was on the 6th season of the show, 6th or 7th season, and he's one of my favorite people on this countdown. And I can't say what else, but let's get into it. The number 16 song comes from Robbie XL. The song is called XL from his project. Let's get into it. Number 16, Robbie XL with XL on Big Old South 20 300 countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 15 artist. Wisdom Star doing it big. That's her latest single. I'm gonna tell you, she is an absolute. I'm gonna tell you, she was my first. She was my first boss when I did security like 20 some years ago, and I recently reunited with her on the show. She was on the show. I think she was on the second or third season of the show, and I recently saw her again, and she said she's so proud of me. So I had to put her on the countdown because she's one of my favorite people too. But we're talking to our guest, Juan Amador. Juan, I know I'm talking a lot, but I gotta do what I gotta do, man. But you know what? We're gonna talk to you a little bit more, bro. Let's go into this extra song of the week. The extra song of the week comes from Clean Cut. This song is called "Going Stronger." Let's get into it. The extra song of the week, Clean Cut, "Going Stronger" on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was the extra song of the week, Clean Cut with "Going Stronger," and we're talking to our guest Juan Amador. Juan, wow, you said your things comes from your poetry. I like the title of the book. I got to give you props, everlasting props for the title of that book. And you said your poetry comes from your experiences and stuff. Wow, that is wow. Is there wow? Is there like a poem that you like seriously just like want everybody to hone in on when they get the book?
Ooh, let me see. I can only think of 2 poems. I can only think two poems that bring people in. Well, one of them it might be a little bit too scary, too dark for people, but it's still sparking interest. But another one is the it's a more like a very nice poem, I'll say, and it's very funny. It has like humor into it, which I like, and it's called "Mommy's Curls," which talk about
Mommy's cool.
which talk about my hair, how I got it from my mom, what it
Uh-huh.
means to me, all that, and yeah. And the dark piece, the one that these is like considered to be the signature piece of my book, called "My Little Bitch." That one's very that
Uh-oh.
one's really takes a hold of the book. So
What
yeah,
is that
so
one
those
about?
pieces.
What is that one about?
Oh, it's a personification of a dark force that
Okay.
people people deal with it. Everybody has it, and then
Yeah.
yes, I give it a voice, and yeah, and so far the feedback has been great. I'll be like, oh man, that's really dark, scary, but it's so good. And it's true. It's true. Like yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? I want you to prepare a piece because when we come
Mhm.
back, we're going to let you. I want you to spit a poem live on the
Okay.
show. So get
All
ready for
right.
that. You guys, let's get
Okay.
into the number 14 song. The number 14 song comes from a guest that was on the show, I think earlier, late last season, or yeah, I think late last season. This woman her name is Kiki Ba. Let's get into her latest song. The song is called Controlling. Let's get into it. Controlling by Kiki Ba, number 14 on Big Old Stop 20. 300 countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was the number. We did three in a row for you. We did number 14 was Kiki Bob with Controlling. Number 13 was Joshua Christian Childress with Evidence. He was on the show. If y'all recall, he's a jazz artist that was on the show last season. And number 12 was Sweet Pea the Entertainer with Got to Have It All. He was also on the show last season. He's coming back. I can't wait till he comes back. And now it's time for you, Juan. Come
Yeah.
on now. Spit some poetry. I need to hear something.
Oh, okay. Let's see, but I will go with mommy's curls.
Okay.
Not too dark for a Saturday morning. But
Okay.
yeah. Here we go. Let's call mommy's curls. Here we go. I have my mommy's curls. They're beautiful. They're radiant. People love to tell me how healthy it looks. They wish it had it like mine. They want to brush it, play with it, do cornrows. They want to be part of it, but I won't let them. Why? Because they're all mine. And where I get them from? I get them from my mommy. People will always ask me, what shampoo and conditioner do I use? And I always say, my mommy's love. My mommy's curls are a threat to every guy's sexuality. They're not man enough to speak with their honesty. They always come up to me and say, "Hey, bro, your hair is it's tight." Tight? My hair is loose. It moves freely with the wind. You want to say that my hair is beautiful, but you can't. And I bet you wish your girlfriend had a hair like mine. I use my mommy's curls to play with my baby nieces, but swinging side to the side. But once they catch it, it becomes a tug of war. This is to train their baby muscles, to prepare them for a world that a soul abhorred. And that's my mommy's gift to me. And it could also be a curse. My mom's curls carries her image, her wishes, but more profoundly, her sorrow. From the memories, her painful memories of her mother beating her down until she bled, and which she still takes the blame, which causes my curls to distress. The memory of my father betraying her love, and yet she remained with him to teach us forgiveness, which causes my curls to tangle into painful knots. The memory of my brother
Uh-oh.
denouncing her God and mocking her faith, and yet she's still trying to reason with him, hoping to see him by heaven's gates, which causes my curls to have split ends. And other memories she has, which made her grow up so fast, and she hides them just like I do. But we know what those memories are made of. We know the dirt that is on our curls. A silent acknowledgement between survivors. I have my mother's curls. They're not really curly. It is twisted and mangled. But she taught me how to treat it by applying a lot of conditioner. And she taught me a phrase that would save my face from suspicion and shame. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm okay. I'm just a little tired. That is all. Thank you. Boom.
Step, 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 step. I like that. Wow, that was deep.
Yeah.
That was real deep. I like, man. You gotta tell me when that book comes out. I gotta get that. That's a wow. That was really, really good. I like that, man. I like
No,
that. If you
thank
got
you.
more songs like that, man, shoot.
Yeah.
You already got somebody ready to buy the book. All right. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Wow, man. You guys want to talk more to our guests,
Yeah.
but we're going to Juan Amador. But let's get back in this countdown. The number 11 song comes from a guest. She's really one of my favorite people. Her name is Mariah Calgi. And her song is called Creep. This is her latest single, Creep. Let's get into it. Creep by Mariah Calgi on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was another one of my favorite. Number 10 was Jay Lacan, my favorite, bro. That was his latest single called See You. Absolutely love that song. And you guys, we're talking to our guest Juan Almador. But you guys, before we get back to Juan, we're gonna have to go to the second extra song of the week, which comes from Miss Rockstar. If you recall, she was on the show like a couple of episodes back. And I was like, she's too new to be on the countdown, but let's get her on here. The second extra song, her latest single called Hello. Let's get into it. Miss Rockstar with Hello on the Gold's Top 20, 300 favorite artist countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was the second extra song of the week, Miss Rockstar with Hello. And we're talking to our guest, Juan Amador. Juan, I always tell people how I met my guest. I'm trying to remember how we met. I think
Oh yeah.
it was at a poetry event. I don't remember which one.
Oh yeah.
Was it Joe?
It was in a yeah. It was in a dispensary. Yeah, cannabis dispensary at
Oh
downtown
yeah, yeah, yeah,
LA.
yeah, yeah. That one
Yeah.
downtown. Oh, Abraham
Yeah.
Bolter and everybody else was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I think you read that poem, my bitch or something like that.
My little bitch. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I said, man, I gotta be friends with this man because it seems like he's a poet and he knows it.
Yeah.
I said because I love poets and I love poetry. So I said, you know what? Yeah, I got your Instagram page and we became friends and I've been telling him stuff ever since.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's an awesome dude, you guys. Juan,
Yes.
besides poetry, what is one thing that you really want to do?
Voiceover. I want to do a
Mm,
voiceover. Yeah. It's
wow.
something I'm interested. I just like. I guess I just like to speak. I like to
Yeah.
voice animated characters, video game characters as well. And yeah, what really inspired me was this video game, like old school video game, it's called Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation,
Okay.
and the voice acting was very theatrical. That's what I love about it. It's very theatrical, and
Wow.
the voice artist inspiring me was this artist named Cam Clark. He
Okay.
voiced one of the characters, awesome characters. He also voiced on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
old school cartoon. I think he voices
Wow.
Leonardo. Yeah, so that guy
Okay.
is awesome. He's awesome.
Wow. Wow. Oh wow. So you're doing poetry. You want to do spoken word. Oh man, where do you see yourself in like? Ooh, I'm gonna give you a 5 years. Where do you want to be in five
I,
years?
I want to be alive. Hopefully, the world doesn't get destroyed. Yeah. No, but you said 5 years, right?
Yes, 5 years.
5 years. Oh, wow, man. I would like to see like at that point. I would like to see myself just looking back at those 5 years. Like, okay, I went performing on this. I went to perform all over the world and just continue doing my art thing, voice thing, and a little acting gigs too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what I like to see too. Yeah, and just be out there in the stage, man. That's one. I just want to be on stage and just want to continue with the art, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You know what? When we come back, I want you to spit another poem for me. Could you please? When
You
we
will
come
do.
back, get it
Mm-hmm.
ready, get it ready. But now
Yeah.
it's time to get to the number nine song. Number nine song is my bro. He's an awesome dude. He was also featured on my song, um, Wildin' Out the remix. But he has a new. Oh, and he was featured. I think he was on the sixth season of the show. Is none other than our good friend of the show, Bor Ryan, and this is his latest single called Postcards. Let's get into it. Postcards number nine by Bo Ryan on Big Woo Stop 2300. Countdown to Stole That from Soul Train, baby. Yeah. You guys, we did three in a row for you. We did number nine, Bo Ryan, Postcards. Number eight was Young Sun with Clark In, another one of my favorite persons. Number seven is Revolt, Dropping Bombs. And if you heard he was on the show, I think he was on the show a couple of seasons ago. And no, last season. And if you heard the preview of the album 2 weeks ago, he's also going to be on the new album, Return to the Love Room, on the song Love Again, which is coming out very soon. But you guys, it's time to get into the Independent Song of the Week. The Independent Song of the Week comes from Septimus the Great. This is his latest single called Anything You Want. I think he was featured on our seventh season as well. So let's get into it. Septimus the Great with Anything You Want on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the Independent Single of the Week, Septimus the Great with Anything You Want. And we're talking to Juan Almador. Juan, are
Hey.
you ready?
Oh, yes, ready.
Come
All
on,
right.
come on with the second poem, brother.
All right. Content warning. This piece is called My Little Bitch, and content
Okay,
warning. And if you're not out there going through some stuff, just put on mute. That's might be a
okay,
little bit triggering. So,
okay,
yep, this is called My Little Bitch. Here we go.
okay.
I was giving birth at the very moment of your downfall. I became your stalker, dominating you whenever I can. No amount of pills and alcohol can take me away from you. And sure, you can talk it over with someone, but you better have an HMO plan because I am your greatest expense. I'll make you believe you can get rid of me by falling in love. My God, some bullshit hope you have. I'm the reason why you sleep alone every night. I am the reason why you can't be touched. And sure, you can use me as an excuse on why you won't let yourself be loved. In return, I'll make you believe that everyone else is to blame. And yes, suicide is bad, but feeding on your life is good. So the longer you live, the bigger my belly gets, and I will never explode. You, however, will explode, and everyone will know of me. But I'm not all that bad. I am the driving force of your creativity, your imagination, your art. I've taken you in different worlds. I amplify the taste of food for different cultures. I heighten your senses when you're surrounded by nature so you can take in the true beauty this world has to offer. I romanticize the Aurora Borealis, something you always want to see. I promise you, I will take you. It will be the most beautiful thing you're ever gonna witness. Lastly, I help you seek artists that put the whole heart and soul into their music so you can be put instead of trance by the melodies and then suffocate into your melancholy. I hide you, and I will keep on hiding you. At the same time, I'll put you on stage, make you feel free by talking about me. When people feel connected, I raise the barriers. When they praise you, I inject you with self doubt. Your friends will say it's called imposter syndrome, but that's not my name. And they're not your friends. Stupid boy. What's my name? Let's see. I don't have physical form. I am not your shadow. I am darkly ethereal. I could take any form and paralyze you with fear. And you dreamt about me, pursuing after you. You were so close to getting home, but you froze, and I got you. And you walked with shame. You became guilt ridden for the rest of the day, just like the other day. Your little niece could have died. You tried to run. You tried to run after her, but I stopped you, so you can see. Be a witness. Sadly, for me, nothing bad happened. Oh, that would have been the most delicious meal I would have eaten. But it's good to know that you cannot protect anyone. Perfect reason why you should continue to live your little solitary confinement. I think I've hurt you enough. But just remember this: no matter how strong you become, how smart you get, or how fast you can run, I will always be by the finish line to break you down and make you start all over again and again and again and again and again. Now, what's my name? My name is Trauma, and you will always be my little bitch. Thank you.
Wow, that was also good. That was also good. Juan, are you originally from South Central, or where are you originally from?
Originally from South, yeah. I mean, I was born in San Pedro, California, San Pedro City,
Okay.
but somehow I ended up being raised in South Central all my life. I live,
Wow.
yeah, I lived through the riots. Yeah, it was crazy. It was insane.
Wow, that's crazy. You're dating yourself, brother. But it's all right. It's
Yeah,
all right, man. It's all right, man. I love that poem. I love that poem. We're gonna come back to you. We're gonna come back to you.
okay.
We gotta do a couple of things, and then we're gonna come back. Number six was let's now something to number six song. Number six song is my favorite dude. He's been on the show multiple times. The Demo Denard. This is my favorite song by him called "Eargasm Detroit Anthem." Let's get into it. Demo Denard with "Eargasm Detroit Anthem" on Big Old Top 2300 favorite artist countdown. 200 top 20. Anyways, my 300 episode. You guys, that was another one of my favorite people. The number five was Nephew Michael with "In Your Face." He's actually a brother, a friend. He was also in my music video. We did two songs together. I'm really, really happy for him. And he's been on the show multiple times as well. Now it's time to get to the old school gem of the week. The old school gem of the week comes from Ja Rule. This song is called "Live It Up." And when we come back, we're gonna do the Black History fact because this is the last day of Black History because this is a leap year, February 28th, so February 29th. So let's get into it. The old school gem of the week, Ja Rule with "Live It Up" on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was the old school gem of the week. Ja Rule would live it up, and today's his birthday. I forgot how long he turns, how much he turns. But it's time to get the Black History Month fact for today. Jeffrey Bruce Atkins, born February 29th, 1976, better known by his stage name Ja Rule, is an American rapper and actor. Born in Hollis, Queens, he debuted in 1999 with Venti, Vetti, and Vessi, and its lead single Holla Holla. During the 2000s, Ja Rule was signed to Murder Inc., formerly known as the Inc., and led by Irv Gotti. From 1999 to 2005, Ja Rule had multiple hits that made the top 20 U.S. Billboard charts. Following release of his platinum-selling debut, he released his second and third albums, Rule 336 and Pain is Love. Both albums topped the U.S. Pop 200 pop charts, launching him into the mainstream, selling over a combined 15 million copies to a wide audience, and attained triple platinum status from the RIAA, becoming his best-selling album to date. As of 2018, Rule has sold 14.4 million units in the U.S. and has sold over 30 million copies worldwide. In 2009, he joined the main cast of We TV's Growing Up Hip Hop. And that was our Black History fact. I had to condense it a little bit because I don't want to be disrespectful to our guest, Juan. But Juan,
Yeah.
let's get
What's
in your
that?
business now. I want to get into your business. What's going on? What's going on with your love life? What who you got a boo thing? What's going on? What's going on? Don't take it personal. I ask everybody this.
Oh no, nothing's going on. I just putting myself out there, I just focusing on the be on the stage, and I mean I don't want to chase. I rather have them chase after me,
Oh,
So
all right
yeah.
now. I like that. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead with that. You better
yeah,
go ahead with that. You say you
yeah,
don't want to chase, you want them to you don't chase after them, they chase after you.
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm not mad at you. So man, if y'all want to chase after him, here he is. Here he is, y'all. And you know
Yeah.
what? Every every episode always have an artist say something inspirational, and I want you to say something. Just give me a minute of inspiration, please.
Something
Something.
Oh man, just I don't want to sound repetitive, like just keep your heads up like that. But well, actually,
Yeah.
yesterday I just because I wasn't an open mic, I would see a lot of few first timers going up. They always say, "Oh, I was
Mhm.
shy." Like I was always shy to go on stage, but when they go on stage, it's like so they glow. It's like gosh, and they come out with this quote. You know, the all the shy ones, all the shy ones always shines the brightest. That's what I come up with.
That's
So
right.
yeah.
That's right. That's right. I like that. I like that. That was awesome. That was awesome. We're going to talk more to you when I come back
Mm.
with you. Let's get back to number four. Number four is another one of my very favorite people. My brother. He's been on the show multiple times. I call him my little brother. This is Ronan Gray with Amor do Rio. Let's get into it. Amor do Rio, number four on Big Old Top 20. Top favorite artist countdown. You guys, we did three in a row for you. We did Ronan Gray with Amor Del Rio, number four. Number three was my video director, my friend, my bro, Nitro G's. This is Untitled. And number two was a good friend of mine. And I went to, a couple of years ago, I went to Texas. We have the song that's supposed to come out. I don't know when it's coming out. But that was his song called DYR. Now it's time to get into the number one single. The number one single is my very favorite bro. He's my brother. I'm so proud of him. I just love him so much. It's none other than Anthony Gray. He's been on the show multiple times too. And this is his latest single called Sapiosexual. Let's get into it. Sapiosexual, number one, Anthony Gray on Big Old's Top 20 Favorite Artists Countdown on my 300 episodes. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was the number one song. We're talking to our guest, Juan. Juan, how can people reach you? And what shows do you have coming up?
Have a show tonight actually at 6 p.m. at the Sims Library of Poetry. It's in South
Okay.
Central. Yeah, so that's gonna be at 6. Let's see. And next Friday, I'm gonna be at this bookstore called The Libros. It's in,
Okay.
I think it's on Highland Park, I believe, or no, or
Mhm.
maybe Boyle Heights. No,
Okay.
it's a Highland Park. So that's coming up. And yes, you can follow me. I'll be posting on any events on my Instagram page, and my
Mhm.
Instagram it is at the underscore Amador, and that is T as a Tom,
Mhm.
HEE underscore AMADOR.
I want to say
Yeah.
thank you so much to our guest Juan. Thank you to all of the listeners who've been listening to us. But yeah, we made it 300 episodes, season 8. I'm so excited, you
Yeah.
guys. And if you all want to reach me, you can. Also thank you to the Block FM, to Q Radio, who we reunited with. Who else? Southern Cal Radio, SoCal Radio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Everybody who's carrying this and carrying this torch for the past 8 seasons, I thank you so much. And if you all want to reach me, you can reach me at www.linktree.com/OLUSHEYI banjo. And you can listen to this show, other past shows, my music, and everything like that. And thought for the week is keep going and you will eventually reach your goal. Don't forget the haters. And the last, well, we're going to end this up. We're going to end this with one of my favorite songs. It's actually my song. It's called "Living It Up." Let's get into it. Living for love. Living for love. I want to say thank you so much to everyone. May God bless you. May God keep you. Until we